The squirrel who never gave up in the towering oak forests of Greenleaf Valley lived a little squirrel named Nea. She was smaller than most squirrels, with soft gray fur, bright amber eyes, and a tail that always seemed a bit too fluffy for her tiny body. Nea wasn't the fastest, nor the strongest, nor even the best climber. The other squirrels could leap from branch to branch with ease, but Nea often slipped or hesitated. Still, she had one quality that set her apart. She never gave up. Every year, the squirrels of Greenleaf Valley held the Great Gathering, a contest to see who could collect the most acorns. Before the first snow, the winner would be honored as the forest's guardian gatherer, and their name would be sung by the birds all winter long. Nea dreamed of winning that race, but whenever she spoke of it, the older squirrels laughed kindly. "Oh, Nea," said Bristle, the strongest squirrel, chuckling as he cracked a nut. "You can barely climb halfway up a tree without slipping." That Tracy senti for small paws. Even her friend, Mapos, sighed. "You're brave, Nea, but maybe it's better to help collect twigs or berries this season." Nea lowered her head but didn't argue. Inside, a fire burned. She whispered to herself, "Maybe I'm small, maybe I'm slow, but I'm not giving up." When autumn painted the forests golden red, the race began. The crisp air rang with the sounds of chattering squirrels as they darted through branches, filling their baskets with shiny acorns. Nea started last, her tiny paws trembling but determined. She climbed the first oak, slipped once, twice, but each time she caught herself, whispering, "One more try." Hours passed. The others filled their baskets quickly, leaping through trees with grace. Nea's basket was still half empty, but she refused to stop. She ventured farther than she ever had, to the old grove, a place few squirrels dared to go. The old grove was darker, wilder, and colder. The wind whistled between the ancient trees, but high in those branches, Nea spotted the biggest acorns she had ever seen. Her heart raced. "This is it," she said aloud, scrambling up the tree. The bark was slick with moss, and halfway up, her paw slipped. She tumbled down, landing hard on a pile of leaves. Pain shot through her leg, and tears welled up in her eyes. For a moment, Nea wanted to give up. The forest around her was quiet except for the rustle of distant leaves. She thought of Bristle's laughter, of Maple's worried face. "Maybe they were right," she whispered. "Maybe I can't do it." But then, she remembered her mother's words, spoken long ago. "A strong squirrel isn't the one who never falls. Nea, it's the one who keeps climbing, no matter how many times she slips." Wiping her tears, Nea stood. Her leg hurt, but her heart was fierce. She wrapped her tail around the tree trunk and began climbing again, slower this time, but steadier, step by step, paw by paw. At last, she reached the top. The acorns gleamed golden in the sunlight. With a wide smile, Nea filled her basket to the brim. "See?" she said proudly. "I can do it." But as she began her descent, a sharp crack echoed. A branch snapped beneath her paws. The basket slipped from her grip and tumbled to the forest floor, scattering acorns everywhere. Nea froze, staring down. All her hard work gone. Her heart sank. Then she took a deep breath and whispered, "No, not gone, just waiting for me to start again." Down she climbed, gathered each acorn one by one, brushing dirt from their shiny shells. The sun was setting, and frost began to sparkle on the ground, but she kept working long after the others had gone home. By the time the moon rose, Nea's basket was full again. She limped back through the forest, exhausted but smiling. When she reached the great oak, the finish line, the other squirrels gasped. "Nea, you're still here," Mabel cried. "We thought you'd quit." Brisa frowned, seeing her worn paws and muddy fur. "You're late, little one. The race ended hours ago." "I know," Nea said softly, placing her basket down. "But I didn't want to stop until I finished. I just wanted to prove I could do it." The forest fell silent. Then, An elder squirrel named Hazel, the wisest in Greenleaf, stepped forward. Her fur was silver, and her voice gentle but strong. "Bristle," Hazel said. "You gathered the most acorns?" "Yes. But Nea." She smiled kindly at the small squirrel. Nea gathered something greater courage. Bristle bowed his head, ashamed. "You're right," he said. "I raced fast, but she raced brave." From that night on, the rules of the race changed. The forest's guardian gatherer title would no longer go to the squirrel who gathered the most acorns, but to the one who showed the greatest heart. Nea became the first to earn that honor under the new rule. The birds sang her story through the trees. She fell, she climbed, she stumbled, she rose. The squirrel who never gave up, everyone knows. Winter arrived soon after. Snow blanketed the forest in white, and food became scarce. Many animals huddled together for warmth, and when some ran out of food, they turned to Nea. "Do you have any to spare?" they asked, shivering. Nea smiled. "Of course," she said, opening her carefully stored acorns. "There's enough for everyone, if we share." The others looked at her, in awe. She was small, yes, but her spirit had become as mighty as the tallest oak. That winter, no one went hungry, and every night, the animals told their young the story of the little squirrel who refused to quit, who climbed again and again until she reached the top. And when the snow melted and spring returned, the first flowers of Greenleaf Valley were said to bloom wherever Nea's paws had touched, as a reminder that persistence can make even the coldest winters bloom with hope. Moral: never give up, no matter how many times you fall. True success, ISNT, about being the fastest or strongest. It is about having the courage to keep trying, even when the world tells you to stop.